Welcome back for another Minecraft video. Today's video we're going to be building a stable for our sheep to be able to make an automatic wool farm. So we'll be able to get a lot of wool and be able to use them for banners, to be able to make custom banners and things like that for our village, as well as to be able to use them for other decorative type things. I need them for paintings and other decorative type things for our villages and things like that for future episodes. And there's a lot of cool and awesome things that you can do with wool. Plus it'll give us an opportunity to have the sheep there, so in case we want to change the color of the sheep wool or anything like that, we could do that pretty easily. And if you are interested in that, go ahead and stick on through the video and we'll get that displayed for you and show you how to do it in your world. But thank you very much for joining. If you do like the video, please hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this to be able to help support me and my channel, and to be notified of any future highlight and live stream videos that are going to be coming up very shortly and in the future. But thank you very much for joining. But let's go ahead and get started on the wool farm. Today we're going to be using spruce logs to try to keep kind of the same style as our house, so we don't go too far away from the style that we're using for our house. We're gonna need probably a couple grass blocks just in case we need those, which we do have a lot around, so probably won't need too much. A light source, so if we want to put any hidden lights and things like that, we'll be able to have that. Some spruce fences, mostly for decorations, and hay bales. We will be making other things with the spruce logs and stuff like that throughout the build. And then we'll need the iron blocks for some hoppers and things like that. So first we just kind of need to figure out how many sheep we have, how many sheep we want, and then kind of get it centered at this area so we can get this put in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna need 9 dispensers. So let's go ahead and count out. I mean, this is kind of center-ish. Just start right here for sure. What we need to do is put the observers facing the grass block that, which I think that's how it goes, right? No. Yeah, that's the eyeball. Okay. This map pack is a little bit different, so it's a little bit different to get used to. Okay. So the arrow, that's where the power is going to go out this way. Okay. So first off, what we need to do is kind of figure out where we're going to put the sheep, and then we could kind of figure out where we're going to end up putting the observers. And one of the videos that I actually saw, one of my buddy Wynds, which he has a YouTube channel, which he put a video on a sheep wool farm. I think I'm gonna actually use his style, and when I do my highlight video, I'll definitely put a link to that video in here. I think it's a little bit more compact. I know that I think linked it to somebody else, but hey, I watched it from his channel. I didn't see it from anybody else, so that's what I'm gonna use. So his is kind of compacted like this, so it's kind of back and forth. And since we have 9, I'm just going to go out. This is the center, and it's an odd number, so we'll just do this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that should be perfectly 9. We'll start with the observers, and then we'll kind of build our way up. I really do like this system. Plus, I mean, we could use more carts or rails, or you could just put 2 things of rails underneath here. It won't matter. But on each of the observers, we want to face the opposite direction of the power. So we face this way towards the grass block, and then the opposite direction on top of each of the observers, like that. So now we have a very compact system in which to have the wool farm, have the sheep in there. It's going to be really compact, and then we actually it uses up a little bit less glass, I think, as well. So it's a very, very useful, doesn't use a lot of space system here. All right, and then after we get all these kind of enclosed off, then what we want to do is kind of crouch and place one glass block on top of each of the dispensers. And we should be able to access the dispensers from the back. So like right here, we have all the access that we need. Now that we have something that looks a little bit like this, with all of our observers and dispensers placed, then all we have to do is come here to the back with some redstone dust and place the redstone dust one behind each of the dispensers. Now, if one of these dispensers is fired, it might fire off on these ones, but I don't think it's going to hurt the sheep or anything like that. And if the wool is not there to be collected, I don't think it's going to matter either. So I don't think that's going to cause any issues. Then all we have to do now is get the sheep in their areas. But before that, I like to put trapdoors on top of the areas where the sheep are, so we can come through and actually open them and dye them a different color if we want. So that way, if we need to change out the color for a specific purpose or reason, we want a purple banner or a blue banner or something like that, we need that type of dyed wool, then we can come in and change it very easily. So I'm going to go ahead and make some trapdoors real quick. But we do not want to put the trapdoors in quite yet, because it would be a little bit hard to get the sheep in there. Let's see here. Let's put that there. Let's hope to get just one of these in here. Okay. And I'm crouched because I think it's a little bit easier to crouch. That way you're not falling off so much. And putting one of these, like just a solid block to push them into, kind of helps them get pushed in there as well. Honestly, the last time I did a wool farm, I figured out this block trick. It saves so much time. Alright, so we got our sheep all placed. So now it really is, the hard part's pretty much done. Decorating the stables is probably going to be the hardest part of this whole thing, as well as figuring out our storage down below. I think I do want to get this kind of up and running. So let's go ahead and get the shears. Actually, let's go ahead and get the rails put in place first. Use more power rails. The one there. Go straight down with that one. Straight down with it again. And make a whole hopper system here. I mean, honestly, I think that 6 should be enough. Going a complete circle, you have to really just kind of go from one side to the other. Okay, there we go. So that should work. And that way I only have to use 2 levers. And there we go. Perfect. Make sure this is 92 and 91. Make sure we're in the right spot here. Hopefully that's a double chest. Okay, perfect. Because I realized that the way I have the hoppers set up, I want to make sure that it's going to go in each one of these. And if I had like multiple colors and stuff like that, I think that I'd probably do an automatic sorter down here, but for now I think this will be perfectly fine. Alright. So now I think that it's going to go all the way to the, well, maybe I'll go through this one first. Okay. But at least it'll have lots of area, like lots of space to be able to load this thing up. We won't have to worry about it for a while. light it up down here so we don't have mobs issues like that. I mean, so far decent. I mean, that's a decent amount. But this thing's just going to be automatically running the entire time, you know, that we're around this area. Now the fun part. Now we get to build the building. So like I said at the very beginning of the video, I wanted to kind of go with the same kind of style as the house. I mean, obviously a little bit, you know, we want the house to look a little bit nicer, so we're not going to use the stone like this or the terracotta. We're just going to go with the wood and maybe like a little bit of the stone roof. Kind of, you know, it doesn't need to be super fancy. We definitely need the grass blocks around here so we can continue to get the wool and the grass grown and stuff like that, because I kind of wanted to go with this pod soil look for the ground, but I'm not going to do that. Okay. So the roof style, I kind of want it to be kind of up towards like the top and then kind of a slow slant towards the front here. Yeah. Perfect. This will make it a little bit higher in here, but we don't have to have like super high entrance, I don't think. So if I do a beam across here, where does it end up? Right there. Doesn't really work, does it? Because this beam kind of needs to go all the way to the top. Kind of separate this a little bit. It's not going to give any room to get past here, though. Dang. It's not that big a deal. Okay, we're just going to move this out one. Not exactly what I had planned, but sometimes you just have to work with what you gotta do. And I did give myself a little bit extra room anyway, so it kind of worked out. Oh, I can actually get past there. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. That's alright, I'm gonna put the lights in first before I actually start messing around with that to see how much room I need to work with. Okay, so first off, let's go about that far in. Stop getting stuck. Okay. 3. We'll go up one level. This should be enough light at least to kind of make it, you know, pop a little bit. And then for this side, all right, now we can figure out where we're gonna put these. I think the best way to do this would be just to go over the lights and then we could fill in the rest. So need these first, okay. So bam. For this side, nope, not gonna put that there. Perfect. Right? Yeah, okay. I was like, it didn't seem like it was gonna work there for a second, but nice. I don't know why, but I always like having my roof lit up. So that way when you're like, you know, flying by or looking at it from a distance, the house looks like it's just beaming with light almost. I mean, it does give a lot of light on the inside, which makes it nice. Or at least a decent amount of light. Not a ton, but a decent amount. But it's more about like the top appearance. For me anyway. Because during the nighttime, if you fly by the village, for instance, and you see all the roofs are completely lit up. And it looks really cool. Of course, I mean, yeah, that is my opinion, but I guess that's the reason why I did it that way. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to fill these in. I don't think there's any other way. It's fine with me though, 'cause I have a plan. Okay, I think that works. And my plan is to put some fence posts in here. To make it look like it's kind of holding it all together. Can't put one there, unfortunately. That is unfortunate. So do that. Perfect. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Why does it seem like it's missing something? It's like I just want to get this done so we can actually get to the fun stuff. I really don't know if this is looking good. Like, part of me likes it, part of me absolutely hates it. Maybe I could do that. Okay, I have not spent I've spent way too much time on this. Okay, it's time to move on. I think it looks good enough. Maybe that's why it looks weird. Well, it already looks better, so that's good. Okay. Alright, I think that's kind of the basic structure that I'm going to stick with on this one. Put one of these there. Perfect. Okay, so I want to do a water trough over here. Alright, so let's kind of make a path. Oh, come on. Now I don't want to get too close to the grass areas that we need. Alright. Really have to have that connected. Does that work? Yeah, go to sleep again. Oh, I got an idea. Or over on this side. Or on the sides. There you go. And then what would it look like if I did something like, can't really do that. Definitely liking it, actually. Turning out pretty good. Now all we need to do is put some, like, maybe some lanterns. First off, I think like maybe putting a lantern in the middle of these right here will help the grass grow a little bit more. Just do 3 there. Is that enough light? That's the question, isn't it? What we can do, I think, with this water area to really lighten this up, though. Right here in the middle area, we can just pop one of these. It'll be extremely noticeable. Hopefully there'll be enough light to at least keep this, you know, from spawning a whole bunch of mobs. We'll put a couple of these right here. Yeah. Alright, and I think we're done. Unfortunately, again, we're not getting any thunderstorms. It's an extremely disadvantage here. But I had enough time to be able to get this done, so that is going to be it for my video. I'm actually kind of surprised I was able to get it done as fast as I did. And I kind of went over my time budget, but still I was able to get it done. Thank you guys all so very much for watching. I really do appreciate everybody and their support. Thank you for the new subs, for the likes on the video. I do really appreciate it. There will be a highlight video coming out shortly, so if you are new and haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing so you never miss that upload, and I will see you guys all in the next video.